For you, I appreciate you. Please take an opportunity to listen to this message from the sponsor of our show, Teach Henley. What's going on, babe?
Hey, babe. How was your day?
It was actually pretty productive. Happy to be home.
Good. You know, we got a game today. Honey, a little rough around the edges.
I'm saying, I've been working all night, taking care of business, getting to the... You know what? I don't even want to talk about it. I got you. I'm not trying to be out here looking like a dusty, and that's why I'm excited to have Teach Henley as a sponsor of today's video. They help me start and maintain my skincare routine by making the entire process uncomplicated. Honestly, it's the best skincare system for guys like you and me. I recommend you start with their level 1 system, which come with all of the basics: a daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin, a 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of the dead skin cells, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun, and a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. My favorite part about Teach Henley is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. In addition to amazing skin, members of Teach Henley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off the retail price and the ability to customize your box. And because Teach Henley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers an amazing deal. Just click the first link in the description. You'll get 30% off your first box plus a free gift. Click the link and get started today. We taking care of ourselves. Self-care, fellas, is the first step to be able to get to that bag, to take care of business, and be on top of things and level up in every aspect of your life. Feel the Teach, my friends. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Thank you for holding me down. This is the Millionaire Morning Show. What up, though, friends? What's up, though, gang in the building? I love to see you. I just jumped off of a meeting. Yo, I had back-to-back meetings earlier this morning, and then I jumped right on the Millionaire Morning Show. But you know one thing that we don't do? We don't miss ever. So, appreciate you guys. First and foremost, I always have to acknowledge the bag chasers. Shout out to the bag chasers that are in the building. Listen, I'm not going to keep telling you because we busting it down in the Patreon. I'm not going to keep doing this. I'm not going to keep trying to convince you to do the best thing that's in your best interest specifically. Why should I? I'll make it simple. Bag chasers, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for doing what's in your best interest. I see y'all in the chat right now talking about y'all raises and promotions. Who got a promotion that's a part of the bag chasers? Who got a promotion? Let me see who got a promotion. Stephen Day. Shout out to Stephen Day that got a promotion, part of the bag chasers. Shout out to you, big dog. Yeah, I got a lot of bag chasers in here. We green pill. We ain't red pill, blue pill, black pill, purple pill, pink pill. I know it's a lot of different pills, but we decided to be green pill, and green pills it's almost the same as taking a limitless pill. It's almost the same as taking a limitless pill. So if you just want to stay a dusty, that's on you. But shout out to the bag chasers. The link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat for you to be able to tap in. It's only one tier available left. And it's a phenomenal tier. And we still ain't even raised the prices on it yet. That's crazy. We don't have to have a conversation about that. Anyway, neither here nor there. Shout out to the Green Pill gang. I appreciate you. Bag chasers, Patreon members, we busting it down up in there. I love y'all. In addition to that, shout out to Teach Henley. Continuing to hold us down. We love you, Teach. Get that Teach pack. We're going to absolutely positively kill it on every level when it comes to busting down that Teach pack. Uncomplicated skincare for men. 30% off your first order plus a free gift. If you're just now getting in here, make sure you click that link that's in the description. Also, make sure you follow me on all of my social media platforms: Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We doing it all the way across the board. All right. So, but as far as this whole social media thing, let me take a back reset for a minute. Let me reset. This whole social media thing is so weird to me, and I'm gonna tell you why. When I decide to browse social media sometimes, and sometimes I go to explore page and then I look at people's stories. And even when it comes to hiring people, listen to what I'm telling you right now. Pay attention. When it comes to hiring people, right? You look at their resumes, you hear them with the pitch. But the way that I really go and figure out who somebody really is all I got to do is go to their social media page. It's so easy to find out what people are really about, what their sentiment is on their Twitter, on their Instagram, Facebook, so on and so forth, right? Don't do this when you're having personal issues at home with your spouse, with your friends, issues with the people that you don't like. Your homegirl messed you up. Your chick is pissing you off. Your man ain't nothing today, but he gonna be your man tomorrow. Please take a step back, breathe for a minute, and stop putting your personal grievances out on social media. You would not believe how many people that don't even know that they've been disqualified from getting a bag. Trust me, I know. Disqualifying people from getting a bag all because you cannot keep your trap shut. Listen to me, family. I'm kicking it with you on a personal level as I'm trying to help you to understand how you need to be moving. Stop putting all of your grievances and issues with everybody that you got a problem out with on social media. Let's think about it from a personal perspective. Let's remove social media out of the equation. Let's say you get mad at your man and then you go out and you tell your homegirls how pissed off you are and then you got all of this hate and vitriol for him. What's really going to happen 9 times out of 10 is that you're probably going to make up and y'all going to be cool once again. But then you went out and you already killed his name and they still handing and holding and finessing this animosity that you've put in their mind. You've killed his name to somebody else. Poisonous tongues. It's even worse on social media because, listen, I know every single time you having a problem at home and you don't like somebody and they pissed you off. Trust me, you just go on social media and you tell us all of your business. It makes you look stupid. It makes you look bad when you airing out somebody on social media personally connected to you, and then I, as an employer or potentially hiring you, go on there and see that your foul mouth and you just absolutely positively airing everything about them out. And come on, let's be real. We all know it's 2 sides to the story, so you're only telling one side of it. But more importantly, when you think that you're doing something negative to somebody else, you make you look bad. Let me say that one more time. When you think you going off and going in on somebody else, you make you look bad. It reminds me of the Monique and DL Hughley situation, right? She thought she was airing him out. And of course, the initial shock and awe is going to be, oh man, DL did Monique wrong. But then eventually when the truth comes out, long term, you the one to fool. You the one that's looking stupid. You looking dumb as piss. Every time you want to go in and go out, your Facebook notifications change from single to in a relationship to it's complicated to single again. Every couple months. We already know the blueprint. And then it's always the man's fault. Oh, I can't stand these dudes. I'm single again. Mingle again. You got the same blueprint every single time, and it has not changed, not one bit. Take a breather, take a step back, put the phone down, ma'am, and stop airing out all of your grievances that you have with somebody and putting all your business out there. You messing up your bag. Come on, man. Let's be smart. Let's be wise about this, y'all. Most issues are resolved, but some can't be resolved because there's a point of no return when people say certain things online that then discludes you from even being able to have a conversation because you already air people out publicly. If you have a problem with somebody, and this is one of the things that I was debating, I think it was with Logic one time, and he was like, yeah, he said something about somebody that I was connected to. He was saying about Six, and he had a problem with Six. And now I'm supposed to go in the go-between when I'm not even online at the time that he have a problem, and I'm supposed to air her out online. Never. I'm never airing out my friends if, which I don't, have a problem with people. I will connect with them on the back channels because we have a personal relationship. I don't air personal business that I have with somebody that I'm personally friends with or connected to online. That's messy, chatty patty, messy Betty. We don't do that over here. I have really great friends, really great connections. You may not necessarily agree with every single thing. I don't agree with everything that my mama say. I don't agree with everything that Rita say. You don't air out publicly the people that you personally connected with. Where y'all do that at? Y'all don't know how to do business? Y'all just out here posting everything to social media and just doing anything and everything and rocking out? Anyways, let's keep it moving. Shout out to Aaron. Says, I woke up to my 2-year-old son reading in Mandarin today. Shout out to your son. Ni hao. Ni kwe shua potong kwama. Wall kwe shua idiard potong kwa. You ain't know, Anton. Ask your son what that mean. Play that back. I ain't just talking jibber jabber. I'm talking washodabo how. Ask your son what Time Dog is talking and ask him, can he translate that? I bet you he know exactly what I'm saying. Shout out to your son. Yeah. You ain't no Anton. I got many talents, my friend. Many, many talents that I've cultivated over the years in the back channel that I work on for fun. I feel very, 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 very comfortable. Very comfortable in any setting, in any environment. Listen, I'm the guy that say, yo, I'm about to go over to that country. Before I go over there, a year and a half before I get there, I start studying the language because I want to be able to fluently interact with and build my network over there. Yeah. Let's get it. Anyway, so shout out to all of my people in the chat. I'm going to drop the link in the description today because I want to have a conversation with you guys, right? I do. I want to have a conversation with you guys. I want to be able to kick it with you guys. And then I want to have a little bit of a debate because I have a different position than I seen you guys in the chat earlier this morning because I was on a meeting, so I was seeing what y'all was posting and stuff like that. I have I think a different position than you guys have as far as Will Smith and Nick Cannon. Now, I know that a lot of y'all are automatically going to say that Will Smith is better and bigger than Nick Cannon. I disagree. One of the things that's come out recently, obviously, we all know about the whole Will Smith issue with the slap and Jada Pinkett and all of this other type of stuff, right? And then, conversely, we know that Future Jr. over there, Nick Cannon could quite possibly be under the radar as the most toxic baby daddy out here in these streets. I don't know. But Nick Cannon has been making his rounds. Let me go ahead and pull up Nick. Nick Cannon has been making his rounds on social media, having different conversations. And recently I caught a lot of his content. Lip service with Angela Yee is not necessarily my thing, right? Shout out to Patrick Hill. Patrick Hill says, Good morning, sir. If there's any way to connect music-wise, what advice do you have for selling beats? Where to go? Apologies ahead of time. Oh, you trying to get that mini coaching call on the live stream. Honestly, one of the things that I recommend to people a lot of times is A, you want to give away your stuff for free to people that can influence and impact you. But more importantly, I think that you can do more than one thing at the same time. I don't think you should give everything away for free. That's to market yourself, right? As far as to certain influences in order to get your name out there, because if nobody knows you, it doesn't matter how good your stuff is. What's 100% of nothing? Nothing, right? 0 times something is nothing. We all know that. The second thing that I tell people is look for the niche opportunities. I know people that literally make music for, or they create content for children on YouTube. They create little jingles, they create songs. I know people that create lo-fi beat working channels and then they have that streaming for an extended period of time on YouTube. It's so many different ways to skin the cat, but it just depends on what it is that you're looking to do. Most people all try to get into the same thing at the same time. I want to get my beats over to the baby. I want to be a producer. I want to do all of that other type of stuff. Yo, I know people on the back end, on the back channels that's making way more money than a lot of those people that's trying to do it, selling beats or being a producer. Everybody not going to be Swiss Beats. Everybody not going to be Timbaland, right? Sometimes there's other ways for you to make way more money without necessarily being visible as a hip hop producer or something like that than it is for you to actually go that route. So I would move a little bit differently. I would look for the niche opportunities and that's how I would play it. So that's what my thoughts are. Absolutely. You're welcome, my friend. But let me continue, right? So a lot of people would automatically say that Nick Cannon is less than Will Smith. Will Smith was a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But, I remember when Nick was coming up, let me drop this link in the chat because I want to have this debate with y'all. And it is a couple different clips that I think I'm going to share. Depending on how the conversation goes, I'm going to just let it flow. Freestyle Thursday, man. We just kind of having a good time, kicking it. What's up, Les? What you had, a half a day, baby girl? When do you get out of school? I might have you host a show with me one day. People don't really realize how smart, wise, and you out of school too? Oh man, tomorrow you get out of school? We might have to have Leslie on here host a show. What you think about that, Les? Maybe. You're supposed to be ecstatic. Shout out to my baby girl, Les Ann. I love you, baby. So I'm going to drop the link in the chat right now for y'all to be able to come on if y'all want to. If you want to, it's up to you because I want to have this debate. I do. And I want to have this conversation. And I think that Nick Cannon is the person, minus the babies and the kids. I remember when everybody was comparing Nick Cannon to Will Smith, and they were saying that Nick Cannon is going to come up, he's going to be the next Will Smith. I personally believe that Nick Cannon has significantly passed Will Smith. I personally believe that Nick Cannon has surpassed Will Smith. I put it in the chat for YouTube for y'all to be able to come on and have this conversation. But let me give you the foundation also of what it is that I'm thinking and why. All right. Debate me. Let's fight. I'm going to make a case for Nick Cannon. If you think differently or you think that Will Smith is actually the GOAT, I believe that Nick Cannon could quite possibly be the GOAT. Has surpassed Will Smith personally. Again, leave out the babies, 8 babies. 5 baby mamas. I think he got 2 or 3 on the way this year. He just been busting it down. I said, Nick Cannon, what is wrong with you? I might have disagreed with him on that, but from a business perspective, my eye test says that Nick Cannon has surpassed Will Smith. You saying you disagree in the chat, well then cam up. And here's the funniest part, right? Because I remember when Drumline came out. Now, I'm not the person I'm not that guy, right? I never cared about black college culture. I wasn't the person that was into stomp the yard. Never been my thing. Never been my thing. Shout out to Patrick Hill. See, you said facts. I was never stomping the yard. I was never into Greek fraternities or nothing like that. I don't give a flying F about any of that. I don't care about it. But Drumline was a really, really, really good movie. So much so to where if it came on TV today, I would watch it right now. It's a strong possibility that I just won't swipe past Drumline and I will check it out. It is super duper dope, right? But here's the key though. If you really start paying attention to it, Nick Cannon got on way before that. Let me read some of these acting credits, or not just acting credits. I'm gonna read some of them both, right? Cap, Nick is touching Will. Nick is B-list compared to Will Smith? No way. No way. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Let me read some of these credits. I'm gonna just scroll up real quick. Hold on. Will Smith, and this is on IMDb, right? Just a couple of different things. It's a long list. Got archive footage, self. Maybe I'll share my screen really quickly. Let me share my screen with the whole Will Smith thing. Hold on. Let me put this down. I secretly think that this guy is a billionaire on the low. I genuinely think that this guy is a billionaire. Let me remove this. All right, so let's break this down. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which was mainly produced by Quincy Jones, but he executive produced 24 episodes. And he was the man, obviously. Executive producer of Showtime in 2002. Obviously, he got a cajillion actor credits. Let's look at that. Oh, my. We don't know if Bad Boys 4 is going to come out. These is all of his acting credits. Jesus, this list is long. Parents just don't understand music video. We don't care about music videos. After school TV special. Shout out to the people that found me because of Kevin Samuels. Listen, let's talk about money. Blossom. Made in America. 6 Degrees of Separation. This is when Will Smith really started breaking out. Bad Boys in 95. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. 90 to 96. Independence Day. Shout out to Vivica Fox. She was a stripper in that movie. Happily Ever After, a child TV series, Men in Black 97, Will Smith just cruising, getting jiggy with it. All of those is music videos. Forget the music videos. Enemy of the State, Wild Wild West. Ooh, this is going to be a hard pitch. We all know that Will Smith dropped multiple different platinum and diamond albums. Men in Black 2, Bad Boys 2 in 2003. All of Us TV series, iRobot, Shark Tale, Club Oscar. I have no idea what that is. Hitch, one of my favorite movies. The Pursuit of Happiness, I Am Legend, Hancock, 7 Pounds, Men in Black 3, dud. After Earth, I really liked it, underrated. Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues, didn't know he was in it. Winter's Tale. Focus? Oh, Focus. Yeah, I remember that movie. Concussion, Suicide Squad, Collateral Beauty, Bright. That was on Netflix specifically. Aladdin. I really like Aladdin. Student of the Year 2. Will Smith, Friend Like Me, Gemini Man. Spies in Disguise, Voice Only. Bad Boys for Life. Will from Home. I don't know. Something different. King Richard. This Joker TV series, and then he got a bunch of stuff that's in production right now, supposedly. Those are his acting credits. Will Smith got a heck of a resume, yo. That is a heck of a resume. Yep, that's a heck of a resume. So let me pivot. Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon ain't no slouch at all. 71 actor credits, obviously not even in the same realm as Will Smith. But here's the thing. Check this out. He was writing in the TV series Kenan and Kel, Cousin Skeeter, Nick Cannon TV show, Underclassmen, Schoolgirls, Just for Laughs. These are all of his writing credits alone. Wild and Out, he owns the majority of it. Make It Pop, King of Dance Hall, She-Ball, whatever, blah, 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 right? Underclassmen, executive producer. Nick Cannon Show, executive producer. Nick Cannon Presents Short Circuits, executive producer. Teen Nick Halo Awards, Schoolgirls, Son of a Gun, right? Incredible Health Hustle, Wild and Out, Incredible Crew, Mission 4, Nickelodeon Halo Awards, Caught on Camera, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Looks like nothing, right? Looks like absolutely nothing. This looks like, this is nothing compared to Will Smith. I'm making the case for Will Smith, right? They say Will Smith net worth is $500 million. Interesting. Okay, cool. So let's pivot for a second. Let's look at some of the things that Nick Cannon talks about and breaks down, because perspective is everything. And this is why you got to be careful on judging a book by its cover. Let's listen to what Nick has to say, right? I want to go to, let's break it down. Are we just talking about money? Or are we talking about overall? Look how short-sighted we are. Look at the foolishness. I'd rather be LeBron than Dan. Dan is a dickhead. What? Yeah. Jesus Christ. God bless us. God bless us. We just can't see it. It's impossible. Listen, I use people that you know visibly in order to illustrate a point, and we're so short-sighted that we can't actually see the lesson in what we're talking about right now. The debate isn't about who you'd like the most. The debate is about who has the most power. It's about who can control the community. It's about who moves the needle. LeBron can't, listen, even Dr. Umar Johnson told you that LeBron can't do anything without the approval of Nike. That I Promise school, that's not funded by him. As great as we like to highlight LeBron is, and I don't want to take any credit away from him, LeBron is controlled. Dan Gilbert controls. It's a difference. We got the wrong influences. We look up to the wrong people. This is why your child wants to play basketball for a living, because he's influenced by the wrong people. We don't study Dan Gilbert and how he was able to study, how he was able to start Rocket Mortgage, Quicken Loans. We don't study that. We don't study the fact that he has the biggest mortgage company, just went public just a couple years ago in the country. We don't study that. We so busy trying to chase up behind the fame instead of paying attention to the people that's actually making moves behind. You think that Will Smith is better than Nick Cannon. I'm telling you that Nick Cannon is better than Will Smith. And it's a reason for that. No matter how corny you may think Nick Cannon is, he controls what goes on behind the scenes, behind some of your favorite shows, your favorite people. And he just showed you. He told you without telling you. He said, listen, Ryan Seacrest put on the Kardashians with the whole Keeping Up with the Kardashians brand and everything. I'm bigger than that, and you don't even really realize it. But y'all so busy paying attention to the small stuff that you can't really see the things that we need to be influenced by. Bro, they don't know Dan Gilbert is the man when it comes to that bag. Eric Thomas talks about him all the time. Let's see the metrics. We talking pure bag, or we always talking about the bag. What are we doing for? If we not doing it about the bag, then what are we talking about? It's about the bigger picture and the lesson. Thank you. Those who pick LeBron need to book a session. They need a mindset breakdown. I'm not going to do it here for them, no. Shu Hao, you are so right about being a true business person. What do I teach y'all every day? What do I teach y'all every day? I teach y'all every day to have a business mindset. A business mindset. It's not about, listen, Nick Cannon owned 100% of Wilding Out. He did the deal with MTV. MTV years later then realized after the brand became mega successful and then wanted to come back in and be his partner, which he still owns a controlling interest in the company, and he sold a part of it in order to get their promotion and a deal, which then greenlit multiple deals that he did later on with the brand that he still capitalizes off of, and his kids' will continue to eat off of. What we talking about, yo? We not talking about getting royalty checks. We're talking about taking control of an industry, forcing people to do business with you because they can't do business without you. Will Smith can walk away today and nobody is even going to blink an eye. He can disappear for the next 6 years and then they're going to be like, oh man, what happened to Will Smith? When you have your hand on the button, it's a different conversation. Let me bring some of y'all up here. What's going on, bro?
What's up, bro? What's good with you?
Oh my God. I feel like I'm on an island alone right here. Am I off?
Nah, you not. Because, I mean, bro, everything you saying make complete sense to me. I worked in music for over 10 years.
Oh, thank you.
And you get a lot of cats that would much rather be signed to a major label when they can create their own indie label and make a lot more money. You know what I'm saying? So I looked up to like Master P and anybody that was indie. You know what I'm saying? So what you saying make complete sense to me. You feel me? But a lot of cats want celebrity. They could care less about, you know what I mean? They say, oh, I see Will Smith more, so he got the bigger bag. Nah, that ain't the case, bro. I knew that off the rip. I'm like, nah, Nick Cannon, that's who you want to be. You feel me?
I never wanted
Cats
to be
too
Dr.
emotional.
Dre. I wanted to be Jimmy Iovine.
Right.
I never wanted to be bro. I never cared about. I never wanted to be whoever the favorite rapper is at the time. Right. I never wanted to be them. I always wanted to be the dude that did the deal. I didn't want to be the basketball player. I wanted to be the owner.
Right.
I never wanted to do that. And what I'm telling y'all is that the moves that Nick Cannon is making has nothing to do with his talent. Will Smith is talented. Clearly one of the best actors of our time. Right. Nick Cannon is a person that builds relationships.
Right. Big difference.
No, I agree with you. But who's to say Will Smith doesn't have that too?
Doesn't have what?
To build the relationships, the businesses, behind the scenes. Just like
Nick
what? Cannon.
Like what? What happens? Hold on, wait. What happens without Will Smith actually participating in it to where he actually generates revenue? Now, I know about Overbrook Entertainment, right? Okay. I know about that. I'm familiar with it. But what happens without Will actually having to participate in it? Because Nick Cannon has his hands in things that's happening without him. Ryan Seacrest has his hands in things that happens without him.
Correct.
Simon Cowell has things happening without his hands in it. Will Smith acts in the movies that he produces. That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah. He get in the bag. I'm not discounting Will Smith, but I'm saying that it's a completely different bag. Listen, I'll give it to you like this. There's shows that happen regularly that I'm a part of that people have no idea on, that happens on YouTube, that happens without me.
Yep.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Dan Gilbert ain't never gonna have to pick up a basketball in his life. You know what he gonna do? He gonna sit on the sideline and he gonna do like this. He gonna cheer.
It's a difference between being in the owner's box and being on the court. You feel me? Real big difference.
I don't know if Will Smith is doing that or not. What I'm saying is, so I agree with you. I'm just saying that do we know that Will Smith is not doing that? Or we're assuming that Will Smith is not doing that?
From the naked eye, because we all have to assume, right?
Okay.
When we having these conversations, you have to take some things into consideration and assume. You can do the research or whatever, so on and so forth. I know about all of the different things. But when you start to really pay attention to what we're using as evidence in order to even be able to have this conversation, it got to shift as far as what we're looking at as motivation or what we're looking at as what we should be doing, instead of just looking at it from the perspective of who's the most famous and who's getting the visible check.
I agree with you on that. You're right. I agree with you on that. I just think that if Nick Cannon is capable of doing it, I am definitely think that Will Smith is also capable of doing it. So when we had this conversation, I think it's great to have this conversation because especially since we had the visibility for an actual show where he's talking about this, what's going on
Mm-hmm.
behind the scenes and like that. He's actually have, but I don't want to discredit Will and say that he doesn't have that going on.
But you know why I do want to discredit Will?
Why?
Is because I want to bring it back to a human level and something that we can relate to, and that you don't have to be the most talented in order to be the most successful.
Okay, I
Real
agree.
shit.
When I'm
Yep.
looking at, and I've been having this conversation for a whole week, and people they ain't caught it. When I had the conversation about the kings of comedy, the least talented person, as far as being funny, is the most successful.
Yep.
Real talk.
Yep. You know
That's
who
the
else?
thing that we should be looking at. Listen,
Has to be
I
too
can care
emotional,
less about
bro.
Will
They don't be
Smith or
looking
Nick
at the
Cannon.
bag.
I don't
They be
necessarily
emotional.
care about Nick Cannon at all. I mean, as a human, I think the dude need to be a father to his kids. That's not the conversation that we having. I'm able to separate the person and
Huh?
be objective in order to get the lessons from it. The lesson is Nick Cannon even remotely as talented as Will Smith?
No,
No, definitively no, right?
correct.
But the
Acting
fact that
wise,
we can
no.
even
Yeah.
have a debate on all of the different things that he got his hands in and the type of money in the bags and the things that he owned, that's a big deal.
I agree with you
Right.
100%. You know, this is
And
a
he didn't
dope.
even talk about
Ryan Reynolds.
he didn't talk about the Wild and Out restaurants that he's creating. Remember how he used to have plenty
Bro, the
out there
Wild
back
and
in the
Out
day?
brand, listen, Wild and Out sold stadiums.
Yep.
Right.
They
I
went on
went to a show
tour.
with.
When they went on tour, they busting down whatever your favorite artist, Beyonce and Jay-Z, that was what they was doing with Wild and Out.
Well, I went to a show in Boston, and he sold out the TD Garden.
That's
Sold out the whole.
crazy.
I know he was here at the Little Caesars Arena where the Pistons play, and they sold that out too.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, bro, it's different.
It was lit. It was
And
fun.
two,
Nick
look at it
Cannon,
like this.
people
Think
are
about how many
sleeping
cats
on
he
Nick
put on.
Cannon. I'm telling you, this man is different. He is richer than the people that people are looking up to and saying that are awesome. This dude, and listen, if I had to guess, and he hinted at it during this video, this man is certainly a billionaire.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I agree.
1,000%. Do we know definitively? Do we know definitively that Will Smith is a billionaire?
Can't say that. Yeah.
We don't know definitively. The fact that it's debatable, regardless of all of those acting credits, and that's why I started with Will Smith. I said, look at all of these great movies that he's been in. Come on, fam. He don't own 6 Degrees of Separation.
Mm. You right.
Okay.
But
You're right.
hey man, I appreciate you, Anton. I just want to tap in with you,
All
big
right, my
dog. You
friend.
feel me? Be cool, man.
Thank you, bro. But
Also, I'll
Aaron,
point
man,
out
I
one
don't
thing.
see it, bro. I don't see how people are looking at this the Will Smith versus with Nick Cannon and definitively saying, now they can say that one is more popular than the other. They can say one is less corny. They can say one got more acting credits visibly in front of the camera, but you cannot definitively say, nobody can definitively say that Will Smith is worth more than Nick Cannon.
You know what? I can agree with you. You're right. I'm just saying that I don't want to say that he's out of it either. You know, without having like until we have a podcast with Will Smith saying the same, being able to say the same thing, having that same kind of conversation. I don't want to be able to say because right now we're just assuming we have the knowledge on one side, but we don't have the knowledge on the other side.
We don't fully have a full view into what Nick Cannon is in, though.
You're right. You're right. You know what? You know what's crazy? Because and I thought about it because so you know Ryan Reynolds, he stars in Deadpool.
Yeah. Yeah, I know
So
about him.
yeah, he's dope. And like I realized this a couple months ago because they were talking about how he was structuring his deal where every movie he's in, any company that he owns or represents has free publicity in that movie,
Mm-hmm.
and it's free, and gets revenue share from that
They
movie.
do. Bro, people don't know about Goop. Do y'all know what Goop is? GOOP is?
No, I don't.
You don't know what Goop is? You should look it up, bro.
Okay.
I'm telling you, man. It's so many different companies. You know who owns Goop, bro? I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm a Google a list of different companies that people need to look up and see what's happening.
Okay. I always want to learn.
Shout out to Jay Ben says if Will reported net is half a bill, he definitely touching a bill. Forbes underreports bread a lot. Do we really know that? Is Will Smith's net worth really a half a bill? How do we know that? How do we just automatically qualify him into being a billionaire? Nobody has ever said Will Smith is a billionaire. How? Listen, if you force me to bet on who is the worth the most, I would put my money on Nick Cannon.
You know what? I'm still gonna say Will Smith, just because I know Will Smith is capable of doing what Nick Cannon did, because according to Nick Cannon, Will Smith kind of taught him how to do what he's doing.
That don't mean nothing. Jay-Z taught Kanye West.
Okay, I'm just saying. Isn't Jay-Z? Aren't they both billionaires though?
Yeah, but it's a difference between what Kanye West is doing and what Jay-Z is doing. And you know it ain't even a comparison. You know it ain't a comparison. Listen,
You're right.
Kanye is more than Jay-Z and Beyonce put together.
Okay. I agree with you. I'm a Kanye fan, so you're right. But I just want to point out that you're absolutely correct on the concept of behind the scenes, what people are doing. They're making the moves, making the real moves, and the things that were visible to us aren't necessarily the things that we should be looking at in terms of how we should make our moves to get better.
The biggest thing that I always try to emphasize though, it's a stronger possibility that you can do the things that Dan Gilbert did than LeBron James.
Yep.
You'll never be able to jump higher. You'll never be able to run faster. You'll never be able to do that. You can do what Dan Gilbert does.
Mm-hmm.
You can do the moves that Nick Cannon does. You can take what Nick Cannon does and implement that into your life more than you can take what Will Smith do.
Yep. I've been learning over the years. You just got to pick up and just do it, and fall, and get back up and do it again, and do something else, and try to put your hand in multiple things, and eventually if you keep on trying, you're gonna get it.
See, listen to this. Look at this. This is what we're dealing with. But Jay-Z is smarter though. How, Sway? How, Sway? How? Kanye, listen. Kanye said, I want to own and I want complete control. Kanye walked away from Nike because they would not give him ownership. Yep. It's a difference. Kanye wasn't looking to do the deal. Kanye said, I am the deal.
Yep.
It's a difference from a business perspective and what it is that you're putting together and how that works. We don't have that business mindset, bro. We so busy looking up to people because they famous. And we not looking up to people because of their business acumen. I look at Nick Cannon and I said, that man is a genius, bro.
You know what it likens? It likens to the I don't know if you've probably seen it, but the interview Kanye West did about 10 years ago on the Breakfast Club. And he was saying everything he was gonna do, and how he was gonna become a billionaire, and how he was gonna own this.
And they laughed at him.
They laughed at him.
Everybody laughed at him.
Yep.
Now, not a person that they look up to the most. Now they laughed at him and they got behind Dame Dash. But then Dame Dash admitted that he getting paid and taken care of by Kanye West. How does that make sense, Sway? The person that y'all look up to the most is the person that y'all look up to the most is the person that's taking care of the person that y'all laughing at. That makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Facts.
I don't know, man. I'm very honestly, when I have these conversations and I try to pull it out, sometimes I'll be wondering to myself, like, Anton, are you so far out there in your thinking that you've become so unrelatable as far as how you look at things from a business perspective or who it is that you look up to, that it just becomes unrelatable when you try to translate it into people and you try to help them to see things that they not looking at?
You know what it is? You care about nuance. And the difference is also, you got to keep in mind, these are the same people who let Biden put up a stripper video for a campaign video, and they voted for him based off a stripper video. So keep that in mind.
Listen, I would teach, and then here's the thing. I would teach kids, I would tell them to read read Nick Cannon's book if he was to ever come out with one before you read Will Smith's book. If you're looking at it purely from a business perspective and you're trying to understand how to build a network and relationships and you're trying to understand how you can move in a room without necessarily being the most talented person in the room, look at Nick Cannon. That's crazy to me, bro. I mean, if you look at Dan Gilbert and LeBron James, and I love to use this comparison, I think Dan Gilbert might be 5 feet tall total. 5 feet tall. Was never the smartest, was never the wisest, but somehow, some way, he was able to become a billionaire. But we look up to LeBron James for inspiration when he can't teach us anything tangible. And I'm not saying that I'm taking anything away from LeBron James, but your kid has a much better chance of being successful by implementing the principles of Dan Gilbert than he does of LeBron James. What are we thinking? What are we doing?
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, we're taught that we're supposed to be superhuman in order to get greatness. And the people who are superhuman are getting paid by the people who are not superhuman.
I am so confused, bro. Honestly, I honestly think that we could quite possibly be too far behind in our mindset. It might just take a completely different person. It might just take a completely different person to come in and tell us something different. Real talk. I think that this generation, they too far gone. Watch this. Do y'all know who Robert Smith is?
Yep.
No, not you.
Okay.
Do y'all know who Robert Smith is? I bet you most people have no clue. Without Googling it, without looking it up, I bet you people have no clue who Robert Smith is. It's insane. But we'll sit here and we'll talk about LeBron. But if I was to do a show on Robert Smith, people would be looking like, what the fuck? Like, who are you talking about, Anton?
Oh, man. They don't. Little do they know.
It's insane, bro. It is absolutely insane. But, you know.
When I heard what he did.
Huh?
So I don't know if you want me to say it, but when I heard what he did.
About the education? You about to talk about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can talk about it. You can talk about it.
Yeah, when he paid for everybody's student loans at my school when they graduated, I was like, hold up. Let me go ahead and try to see if I can change my transcript and see if I can.
This dude went in and said, listen, everybody graduating, I'm paying off everything.
Yeah.
Who doing that? If you ask some people, listen, think about it like this. Maybe this will connect with y'all a little bit differently, right? Maybe this will hit y'all a little bit differently. For those of y'all that got kids that's 12 and up, go and talk to them today. Do this, because I see a lot of y'all probably are completely disconnected. Go and talk to your kids today and say, hey, give me 10 people that you look up to. I know that I rock with people based off of character instead of the color of their skin, but let's go color, right? Tell them to give you 10 black people from a success or a business perspective that they look up to. Byron Allen too. Byron Allen is the guy that owned the Weather Channel. Robert Smith is different from Byron Allen, just to let y'all know. Tell them to give you 10 people that they look up to. They gonna say Kanye, Jay-Z, LeBron James, You know, they're gonna Dr. Dre. They not gonna have a fucking clue on who Byron Allen is. They not gonna have a clue on who Robert Smith is. They won't even remotely understand. Nick Cannon, forget it. Never gonna even understand it from that perspective at all.
And the
Ask
thing about
them.
it is, yep. And the thing about it is, they will name those people, and I don't even think those people are wrong to name, but they're gonna name them for the wrong reasons. They're gonna know them for the wrong reasons. So like, it's like I don't know. It's something about like American culture is where it's like unless somebody is told, we're puppets for the most part. A lot of us are puppets. It's like yo, we're told what to like, what to not like, who to like, and who not to like. And if it's not the popular to like somebody or to like something, it's taboo. And I don't understand why it's like that.
And listen, they're gonna pick Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna pick all of those people, man. At one point
Yeah,
in my life, I literally removed I cleared all of that out of my mind and I got a completely different perspective, bro. I was looking at Benjamin Graham, I looked at Warren Buffett. I was studying those people. The reason that I got into UX, UI in the first place and then worked my way up in corporate America was because I studied the life of Steve Jobs. Way before a movie, I studied Steve Jobs' blueprint. I realized, listen, you don't have to actually be the smartest dude in the room. You just got to be able to put the right people together and make the right moves from a business perspective and then give them the inspiration on how they can do things, more effectively.
yep.
Steve Jobs was not fucking Wozniak. He wasn't Steve Wozniak. He was not the smartest guy. He was not the person that mastered playing the instrument. He was a symphony orchestra. Like he was the person that put it together.
Yep. It's crazy because like you look at some of the biggest corporations. The smartest person didn't get the most money. It was a person who you just like you said who could put the network together. The person
Yeah.
who can close the deal. Like you could say the same thing with a lot of these companies. Even Bill Gates, same thing. There's people on there. There's people who's working with him who are way smarter than Bill Gates.
Yeah. And
But
the interesting thing is, listen, y'all, if you can figure out how to solve a problem, you will be rich. Figure out how to solve a problem and you will be rich. Make something easier for somebody. You will be rich. But we're so busy trying to produce a track and put our name on it. Little kitty on the track. Fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, bro. I am very, very learn how to communicate with somebody in a different language so that you can go over there and they will respect you, which will put you in a room with other people, and then your network expands, and then now you can do business with people that you wouldn't normally have access to. No, we don't want to have those conversations. It's not about being bilingual. We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about doing good business deals. We don't want to talk about marketing yourself effectively. We don't. Because it's all about opening up an OnlyFans, making sure that we pick up a basketball, or if we can't get a microphone, then that's all that matters. It's silly, bro.
What's crazy is they try to pick the path of least resistance because that's what it's shown as the least resistance. But in actuality, you're taking the path of harder resistance.
The path to harder resistance is much more profitable long term.
Correct.
Yo,
But
honestly, I am defeated. I am defeated because I'm always trying to figure out how to give people some insight and information on how they can think differently. And I still believe, listen, we all doing the eye test and we all assuming based off of a little bit of limited information. But if you had to make me bet, if I had to bet my left nut, I'm betting it on Nick Cannon. I'm taking Nick Cannon, bro. I'm taking Nick Cannon over Will Smith all day, every day, 10 times out of 10.
I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to know a little bit more information to make that kind of bet. But I hear you.
Well, what if they
But
made
you know
you
what?
put
Right
your
now,
nope. They made you put your left nut on the line. Who you got to pick? You got to put your left nut on the line.
from known information, based off of what I just heard, I'm gonna have to put Nick Cannon. But if you asked me this like 2 hours, like an hour ago,
Why?
based off
Why?
the same, why? Because I think that Will Smith is making those type of moves too. That's the reason why. This not even about film credits. I just think he's making those type of moves too.
He may. I don't think that he got the type of moves that Nick Cannon is making. I don't believe
Okay.
it. I don't believe it even a little bit. I don't believe that I understand that Will Smith has his hands from a business perspective in a lot of things. I don't think that he's at the level Nick Cannon is. I think that Nick Cannon has always been underrated, which is one of the things that has allowed him to be successful.
From a business perspective, I actually like Nick Cannon. From a personal perspective, how he is as a person, I think he. But that's totally different. But yeah, I agree.
I believe that Nick Cannon is a genius, and people have no clue. I believe that Rob Dyrdek is a genius, and most people have no clue who Rob Dyrdek is. They have no understanding of the type of information and the type of money that Rob Dyrdek makes.
Yeah.
It's
Have you
insane,
ever?
bro.
So speaking of money and like that, a book that I just picked up. That I'm about to start reading is Wealth of Nations by Adam Smith. Have you read that yet?
No, I haven't read that.
So he's basically they call him like the father of capitalism.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah.
What's it called? Wealth
It,
of Nations?
Wealth of Nations. Yeah.
Huh.
It was written in like the 17 or 16 or 1700s.
I've been reading Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers lately.
That's a good book.
And then
That's a
I've
good
been
book.
rereading Tony Robbins' Money Master the Game. So
I'm reading that too. I still haven't finished Diplomacy yet. That shit is long as hell.
yeah.
I'm in the middle of doing that right now.
So
But like, but speaking of the languages, like what you were saying about the languages, like I told you I woke up this morning, my son is like actually saying like words in, and I'm like, wow, because he's picking it up faster than I am. I'm still learning myself.
kids' minds, I don't know, it's a marvel, bro. Kids' minds. I don't know. Maybe we've consumed too much of the trash, and we don't have a way to dump it, like removing the cookies and the search history from our computers. But kids' minds is just like a vessel for growth, and they're able to consume so much that allows them to be able to go in any direction. That's why everything is a learned behavior, and the things that you put in them early, it never departs from them, I think. But I don't know, man. It's like they're open bowl or a cup, and you can just pour into it anything you want to it, and you can pour into toxicity, or you can pour into all of the stuff that your kid is taking in on a regular basis, and it's gonna mold them into being great, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm teaching them things that I'm teaching them. I'm trying to teach them the opposite of how I learned. So yes, guidance.
Yep. I think that Will was obviously nobody can take away from Will what he's done. But listen, he was on David Letterman on Netflix talking about he had a vision that he lost all his money. And he woke up and he felt some type of way about it. You don't get to billionaire status and worry about losing all your money.
Okay.
You can pick up the clues in the conversations and be able to make an assessment based off of what's communicated. That's all
You're
I'm
right.
going to say.
You're right.
You don't worry about losing all your money when you get to a certain level.
Fair. That's fair. It's fair enough.
So
I guess so. If he's a billionaire, that means the child support payments will be crazy.
ain't no child support payments. His kids is grown.
No, I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about Nick
Nick
Cannon? I thought you was talking about Will
Yeah, he
Smith.
got
You
10
said,
kids now.
I don't think that Nick Cannon is worried about no child support payments, bro.
No, I'm talking about he's probably gonna be paying what 100, 200K
I
a
don't
month,
think he paying no child
300K.
support payments. I think that Nick Cannon got these chicks on the team and playing ball the way he want him to play ball, and he handling it the way he want to handle it.
Okay.
I'm telling you, listen, Nick got it, bro. People look at Nick. Look, this picture right here. They said, no, not him. No, not this guy right here. That guy. That guy is doing what he want to do on his own terms. And I think that his bags are so insane. And he said it without saying it. I believe this guy's bags are so insane that people have no clue at all.
People only see the tip of the iceberg. They don't know what's underneath.
So, you know.
All right, man. I got to get back into work, but.
All right, my friend. Thanks for rocking out with me.
Yep.
Y'all sleeping, man. Y'all sleep. I feel like Kanye back when he was on Sway. How, Sway? You ain't got the answer, Sway. I feel like I'm Kanye back in them times. Everybody is yo, wake up. Come on, y'all. Wake up. Let's start paying attention and looking at things a little bit differently so that we can make a better assessment, and then your kids can go up. Look. This is easy. This is a very easy thing. It's your mindset that's going to determine whether you're successful or not. It's your ability to see things that other people can't see so that you can make a more informed decision. It's the nuances. It's the details. It's the things that you pay attention to and that you draw from that allows for you to be able to be great. It's simple. If you're putting into your children your mindset, are they really on the path to being successful? Think about that for a second. If you're putting it, because you largely are, your kids often at times, a lot of instances are a reflection of you. If they losing, if they middle of the road, if you questioning whether or not they really got it, or you worried about their success and all of this other type of stuff, you hoping that they're going to do well, chances are your mindset is a reflection of the thing that we advocating against. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I know Leslie is there. Leslie can blink and will be successful. Leslie is going to blink. My dad, listen, I would go to my dad when I was younger and I would say, yo, I don't know if I got it. And he was just like, he would just start laughing like, boy, we know you're going to be the greatest. My dad at one point in his life, I'm going to be honest to God, I put it on his grave today. My dad told me that he put all of his eggs in my basket. He said, Anton, you are my investment. He said, I never worried about what it was going to come back to me. And I was like, that's crazy. You stupid. And he thought it was the funniest thing ever. He said, listen, I know that I didn't have it, but I knew you had it. He already knew. Leslie, she got more than I could ever dream of. This chick got it. She's going to blink and be a millionaire. Without my money, she can blink and be a millionaire. She has everything. She got the right mindset. She looks at things from a business perspective. Now think about it. Now look at your kids. Look at what you're putting into them. Look at the path that they own. They're a reflection of how you think. Everything that they are going to become is a reflection of how you think. And if you look at your kids and you do an assessment of them, now I'm talking about no one with the veiled eyes on it and, you actually think that they're better than what they really are. I'm saying really, really look in their eyes and pay attention to their habits. A lot of us, we know whether our kids going to be fucked up when they get older. If we just being real, we know for real. Think about it. Look at your kids, make an assessment, and then take responsibility and ownership of the way that you see things and think. Expand your mindset, expand your horizon. You have to become better as far as how you think and then how that translates into your actions, because you are passing down a generational curse or a generational gift. That's really what it comes down to. Your kids are going to be a generational curse. There's no middle. It's no middle. Your kids, how you think and what you put into them, are going to be a generational curse, or they're going to be a blessing. Javor says, I see the impressions in your future time, dog. That Kanye impression was spot on. Another bag for you. Another bag for you too, big dog. Listen, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully you were able to see through the trees so that you can actually see what it is that I'm trying to communicate with you. We got to aim higher, and it's easier. You don't have to run, jump, or shoot a basketball. You can actually be the person that pays the person that run, jumps, and shoot a basketball. All right? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.